Hi, I'm Noelle.
And I'm Marisa, but Noelle calls me Pete.
I do.
And welcome back to Take It Home.
Woo! If you're watching on YouTube right now, you'll notice that it is just the two of us sitting in our living room. Normally, this is where we go when we have a guest.
True.
But I have been sick with the flu.
Wah, wah, wah.
So Pete and I are out here just to give us a little more air.
Just until
so
the
we're not
flu
in my
air
bed.
is gone.
Yeah.
Because somehow, knock on wood, is there wood anywhere?
Is that wood?
Knock on wood, I haven't gotten the flu from Noelle, despite living together. So we're trying to keep it that way.
We've been using lots of Lysol disinfectant.
There's no way you're still contagious.
I don't think I'm still contagious. I haven't had a fever in like 2 days now. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
2 or 3 days.
if I would have gotten it from you, it would have been like earlier. And I'm like, wouldn't I be feeling symptoms by now?
Probably.
Maybe, probably.
I don't know anything.
But I feel good. I feel healthy.
I'm so glad. But actually, we should talk about what we're drinking today.
Yes. The segue into what we're drinking today. I'm very excited about it. So we have here I don't know the official term for it, but I'm going to call it a golden milk latte or a golden latte. And if you haven't heard of that, it's like a turmeric based latte. So there's no espresso in here. It's, let me tell you what I put in it. It's milk, turmeric, a tiny bit of ground ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, black pepper, because if you didn't know, black pepper activates the properties of turmeric. So the black pepper, sea salt, honey, and I put a little bit of maple butter in there as well. I think that's everything, yeah.
So today we're giving immunity, we're giving health,
we're giving rest, we're giving...
Yes.
This is supposed to be good for nighttime too, because like the nutmeg apparently is good for sleep, something. I don't know.
Well, slay. So
let's try it.
We're being healthy girls today. Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoa. Oh my God.
That's yummy.
That is really yummy.
Do you know what I mean when I said it has like so much flavor depth?
Yeah. Like there's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, there's like a depth to it. But it's nice. It's nice is how I can describe it. For dinner tonight, I also made Wishbone Kitchen, one of my favorite food influencers.
Shout out Wishbone.
She makes this green soup that's supposed to be really good for immunity. So it's like chicken and rice soup, but then you blend up spinach, parsley, jalapeno, ginger, garlic, green onion.
All of the health foods.
Yeah, so it makes this like green sauce almost that you add to the soup, and then the entire soup is just like this green
swamp soup is what she calls it sometimes.
And it's very good for you. So we ate that for dinner. We've been on our vitamin C journey.
We're on our nutrients journey just in general right now, because Pete doesn't want to get sick and I want to heal faster. I'm definitely much better than I was, but I still am feeling lingering symptoms. Like I've been very tired. I'm still coughing.
The respiratory stuff.
Yeah, the respiratory stuff is just like not fully going away. But I will say I feel a lot better than I did the other day. I was feeling pretty scary for like 3 days there. But no more fever. So thank Gord.
Yay.
So yeah, that's what we're drinking today. Our little golden lattes.
I like it.
I like it too.
I might start making these like at night more often.
Well, when you do, you should make 2.
Okay. There was a long pause, but it was because I was taking a sip, not because I was contemplating.
Should we...
Smile of the week?
Smile of the week, smile of the week. Smile of the week, smile of the week. Wait, also, should we show them the song we made?
What song did we make? Oh.
You're like, no.
No, we should. It's just insane. So, if you've been listening and you don't know us, Like, if you are a listener out there who doesn't know us personally, you don't know how weird we are. And yeah, we made this song. So, okay, do we have to explain?
Yeah,
okay,
we have to explain.
This happened when we were in the mountains upstate for our friend Michaela's wedding a couple weeks ago. And we were just like messing around, getting ready for bed, like in the bathroom. And Noelle's, she has an electric toothbrush that made this sound. It went like, you know, like the vibrating sound did that. And I was like, that was a major third, which is like a term in music. And I was like, call me Charlie Puth. Because you know how Charlie Puth is kind of, he'll hear like the train go by and he was like, and he'll be like, that was like this note. Like he's, he makes TikToks like that. But then everyone like makes fun of him for being like that. So I was like, call me Charlie Puth. And then Noelle just started going, call me Charlie Puth, call me Charlie Puth, call me Charlie Charlie, call me Charlie Puth.
Yeah, to the tune of Call Me by Your Name by
Call me
Lil
when
Nas
you
X.
want, call me when you need, call me when you want. Are those the words?
Call me when you want, call me when you need,
call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when, yeah. So then we just kept singing, call me Charlie Puth,
call me Charlie Puth, call me Charlie Charlie, call me Charlie Puth, like call me Charlie Puth. I do not care if you Puth. And that's our song. Wait, but we made choreography too.
We did, but I forgot it.
It was Stomp. Call me Charlie Puth, call me Charlie Puth, call me Charlie Charlie, call me Charlie Puth, like call me Charlie Puth. I do not care if you put like something like that.
We're just like really stupid, like stupid humor. So if you don't know us, then you may not have known that we're like that. But there's a glimpse into
that we're freaks.
What we're like around the house.
Yeah.
With just our stream of conscience.
We are always
singing.
Yeah, we're so close that I feel like I really don't filter anything around you at this point. Like any song or anything that comes to mind, I just will say out loud, which is nice, honestly.
So that's our song.
Yep.
I hope you like it.
I hope you liked it. Stream it on Spotify.
Call me Charlie Puth.
Call me Charlie Puth. Call me Charlie Charlie. Call me Charlie Puth. Like call me Charlie Puth. I do not care if you Puth. Like I do not care if you Puth. What does that mean?
Puth is now a verb.
Puth and Puth.
I Puth. Do you Puth?
I Puth.
And I don't care if you do.
I call me Charlie Puth. I do not care if you Puth. Okay, anyways.
Anyway.
What has made us smile?
Smile of the week, smile of the week. Smile of the week, smile of the week for real.
For real,
okay.
For real.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. My smile is that I finally started watching the TV show Nobody Wants This with Kristen Bell and what's his name? Adam Brody. But you know, Kristen Bell is like my queen. She's one of my actor inspirations, someone that I think I am very similar to. I want to have all of her jobs. JK, but like all of the roles and stuff she's played, I feel like are the same types of roles that I would play. But I finally started watching it, and I also feel like I'm living that show in real life because they have a podcast.
True, they do. It's two sisters who have a podcast.
Yeah, and we're not sisters, but we have a podcast.
We do.
And the show is just really funny and cute and sweet, and I'm just really enjoying it. So that's my smile of the week. I am loving Nobody Wants This, and I'm glad I started watching it.
It's a good show. When you get to season 2, let me know because I'll watch it with you. Because I watched season 1 without you last. Oh, you
but I already started watching it, but
well,
I'll start it over with you.
Well, I'm already like 2 episodes or something in to season 2.
Wait, okay. Let's start watching it together.
Let me know
then.
when I have to.
We can just like start from...
Well, I think I've only watched 2 or 3 episodes. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, we can watch the rest together.
Yay. Okay, good.
Or not.
No, we should.
Okay.
What is your smile?
Okay, so mine happened to me today. It's like the first thing that came to mind. Ugh, my least favorite chore is laundry. Freaking hate it, especially in New York. For those of you may or may not know, it's not like standard to have a washer and dryer in your apartment. It's not even standard to have it in your building. So we had to go to a laundromat.
Yep.
But luckily, our laundromat's like right around the corner, so it's like the same travel time of walking down to your basement. But
it literally is like it feels like we have laundry in the building.
Yeah, it's just around the corner. It's not bad, but I would love to have it in unit. Like, oh my god, just being able to like chill at home and do it and not have to go back and forth. Like, it's just my least favorite chore because I have to lug all these heavy bags, and then I have to. Our laundromat only takes quarters, so I have to like make sure I get cash and then get quarter change for my cash because I don't want to get $20 of quarters. So I have to get like change for my smaller bills and then get quarters and then, put all my laundry in and then come back and then go back and put it in the dryer and take home the stuff I want to hang dry, and then hang that up and then go back and then come back and fold it and then I put it away. It's just like,
it is a lot.
Anyway, if you guys have never heard of laundry, that's the process.
Yeah, so that's what laundry is.
So anyway, I always dread it when I have to do it.
Of course.
But I was like, I need to wake up today and do it because I don't have any underwear. I don't have any socks. And that's when you know. So I went and did it. And of course, the laundromat is packed on a Tuesday morning for some reason. Like, all of the big washers were taken. Ugh. Which is annoying because like I need a big one. I'm not going to split up all my stuff into like small tiny ones, like 6 different loads. No, I like to just do it all together. Mm-hmm. I do not do it the right way. I don't separate my laundry anymore, but my clothes are fine. I've never had any issues.
That's all that matters.
But I just cannot be bothered. Anyway, this is getting very long-winded. I promise this is turning into my smile. Long story short, I didn't want to be there. It was packed, but everyone in the laundromat was so nice to me.
Wait, that's so cute.
I had about 5 separate interactions. So I get there and then all the big washers are taken. So I'm like waiting for one. And then a woman offers me hers, but it's like a smaller one. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. But I was like, but I'm going to wait for a bigger one. And then the woman who was like also waiting for a bigger one, who was waiting longer before me, like told me that I could go and take it before her. And I was like, are you sure? Like, are you waiting for this too? And she was like, yeah, no, you go. And I was like, well, thank you.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
That's so sweet.
And then I went to go get my quarters and I had a bunch of singles, like 8 singles or something. And then I had like a $20 bill. And I was like, oh, I really just want to like make the singles quarters so I don't have to break this 20. So I was doing it and you put it in the machine one by one and it's kind of slow. And there was like a man standing behind me, like an older man. And I looked back because I was taking forever putting single by single in there. And I was like, sorry. And he's like, it's okay. And then he got me a cup to put my quarters in.
That's like, why am I going to cry?
No, I know. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I know.
Oh my God.
I know. So, and then I got all my quarters. That same guy later let me use his laundry cart because all of the laundry carts were taken. It's just like everyone was being so kind. And then to top it off, I had exactly the right amount of quarters to to do my 2 loads of laundry.
That's satisfying.
Equaled, like I had just the right amount, like exactly to the quarter.
Damn.
So just like little things that made me smile. And laundromat today, doing a mundane chore that I hate.
Well, good. I'm glad today was a better day at the laundromat.
Yeah, I guess.
Did I tell you, some lady like told me my future at the laundromat once.
What?
She was like, well, actually, ironically, she was like, you need to perform in a solo show or something, like talking about how I need to do a 1-woman show and how I'm going to be successful.
At our laundromat?
Yes. And I was like, okay, thank you. I've done a solo show before, but maybe I need to do a 1-woman show.
Were you just like conversing with her? Like,
yeah.
How did she know that you even perform?
I don't remember. I
so
wish
funny.
I could remember, but it was crazy.
I usually do not make eye contact with anyone at the laundromat because it's like the place where I will roll out of bed and go there. Like
I look awful
I
there.
always look so bad and like weird. I like will have like my sweats and a t-shirt, and then my hair is like greasy and messy, and then probably like a weird coat on top of it, and then like loafers, because I like to like use slip-on shoes, but like loafers with sweatpants and a t-shirt looks weird. So I'm always looking silly at the laundromat.
I am too. I just can't dress up for the laundromat.
I will not be dressing up the laundromat, just so you know.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no. It's our smile.
That's our smile. Our smiles.
Enjoy it. Okay, soak it in, because we got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah,
that's not going to be as smiley.
No, we're feeling a little... I'll speak for myself. I'm feeling very negative right now. But don't worry, you guys know us. We'll end the episode on a positive note. But this episode just might be a little more negative than normal. But honestly, I think it's important that we share with you guys, because I feel like so many people feel like they're going through quarter life crises, or like they don't have the life they want exactly yet. And... you know, maybe this will be relatable for some people.
I don't like thinking of it as negative. I don't think it's negative.
Okay.
Like, I think it's just real.
Okay.
And I think it's important for us to be real and share what we're going through, because otherwise, why would we have this podcast? Like,
okay, true.
I don't think it's negative at all. It's just like what we're going through, and I think many other people probably go through the same thing.
Valid.
So, yeah.
We're going to be talking about quarter life crises.
Yeah.
Quarter life crisis. We're going to be talking about our quarter life crises, right? I don't know. Anyways. Now we feel like we're experiencing that.
We've both been kind of going through the crisis for a while. But like more specifically, like in the past like couple weeks, I'm feeling like better the past couple days than I have been feeling. But like I had a few really bad days last week, just like mental days. And here's the thing with it. I feel like I've been having a quarter life crisis for the past 3 years. Like, but it keeps coming and going in waves. And every time I think I'm done with it, it like comes back, and I'm like,
literally same. I've gone through like I feel like multiple separate times in just since moving to the city. Like I'll be like, I'm having a quarter life crisis, and then it ends and I think it's over. But I feel like right now, for some reason, I'm maybe in the worst one I've had.
I feel like it gets worse every time, because it's like
getting older
and things still aren't okay. I want to preface everything we're saying right now with 2 things can be true at once. I'll speak for myself. I'm very grateful for everything I do have, everything that's going well for me. Like, but you know, I feel a little stuck, and I have a lot of gratitude for what is going well and what I do have, and I'll just say that. But
yeah, I mean, I agree with that. There are lots of things that I am grateful for. I mean, I'm sitting on my couch with my bestie right now drinking a latte. That's pretty nice and cool. However, I have been feeling a little depressed recently. I did have therapy today, which was helpful, but I guess we should just get into it and talk about like the extent of what we've been feeling. And Pete and I have both been on the same wavelength.
It's kind of funny that we're always aligned. Like I think I texted you. You know what? It was literally over the weekend. It was on Saturday. So it's currently Tuesday, so not as long ago as it felt like. But I was like, I'm having a really bad mental day. Like I was at work, and like it was just a very slow day. And when that happens, I just feel very stuck, very stagnant, very like just sitting there spiraling in my thoughts. And I was just spiraling bad. And I texted you that, and then like a couple days later you were like not feeling it either. Like we're always on the same wavelength.
Yeah. We really are, but we're both in similar boats right now. I mean, most of this just has to do with honestly career stuff, at least for me personally. Like I just feel so stuck right now. I feel like I've always been very positive about my future as an actor. I've always been like, it's gonna happen when it's supposed to, and blah blah blah. And now that I'm about to turn 28, which I know in the grand scheme of life is still young, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I am still not booking things. I'm like, why am I not on Broadway still? I feel like everything honestly just feels very out of reach right now, which is the hardest part. It's like, it's not even like I'm getting all of these callbacks and can be like, oh, I keep getting so close, which you've said before. You're like, it's not, you can't really feel like you're getting close sometimes, because it really it really does just take one yes. Like, I could walk into an audition literally tomorrow and then book a show, you know? So it's like, it's not like you can really progress your way. It's not the same as corporate America. You're not climbing a ladder. It just either, it kind of happens or it doesn't sometimes. But it's just hard to see your progress. And right now I just feel like, I don't know, I've always been so hopeful, and I'm feeling very hopeless right now. I'm like, is anything ever going to happen for me? Like, am I going to be in my current financial situation right now that is not a great one? Like, I can't keep doing this forever. I don't want to get a job that I don't want to do, but the jobs that I want to do are so hard to get. And I just feel like a loser, honestly, right now. I feel like a big fat loser.
Yeah. I want to like read my text that I wrote to you the other day, because like that's when I was really in that mindset. Like, whenever I get into this quarter life crisis, I start having like existential thoughts too. It's this weird, irrational, almost like anxiety of feeling like my life is over. Like, that nothing's ever gonna, this is it. Like, I'm gonna live in this apartment for the rest of my life. Like, I'm gonna have these jobs for the rest of my life. Like, there's no progression. And I feel like I've felt stagnant in ways for the past like 3 years. Yeah. And even though like a lot has changed, and like we're gonna talk at the end about like how things do change, and like we just don't always feel it or see it, even, you know, if it's in small ways. It's hard to like keep track of that. Okay. I said, I'm having a bad mental day. This is when I was at work. You said, oh no, what is happening in your brain? I said, I'm like over this. I hate saying that because I'm grateful, but I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I want more out of my life. For so long, I feel like I've had the mindset of, I'm not where I want to be, but I can find joy in the little things in my daily life. And I've been doing that for so long. But how long can I do that? Like, when are things going to actually feel like they're progressing forward? And that's a huge thing too. Like, I feel like I've always been able to pull myself out of these funks, and you know, I will continue to do that because that's all you can do. But the like, be grateful and be, you know, like present and look for joy in the small things and blah blah blah. It's like, I don't want to say it's getting old, but like
it's getting old.
It's hard to continue doing that. Some days are better than others too, you know, like even like I that was Saturday and now it's Tuesday, and I had such a better day mentally, even though like nothing is really different in my life than it was a few days ago. But it's just, you know, your brain, you're gonna have good days and bad days, but like the bad days, it's so easy to spiral, and then it kind of like trickles into a longer moment of your life. And I just don't even know.
Well, it's hard too, because people are always saying happiness comes from within. So it's like, I feel unhappy based on external factors right now. I feel like I'm not financially where I want to be. I'm not like in my career where I want to be. But like, I also can't rely on those things to make me happy in the future. So like, what do I do? Do you know what I mean? But that is just still really hard though. It's like, I knew it was going to be hard moving to New York to be an actor. Yeah. But it's like, y'all, this shit's hard.
I always explain to people, like, you always knew it was going to be hard. you know? But like, you didn't, before coming here, like, you don't understand the reasons why it's going to be hard. Like, you think it's going to be for a different reason than it is. And like, that reason for me, I mean, there are many reasons. It's very nuanced, but like, I think mainly it's like, you want to feel creatively and artistically fulfilled, and like, you only have so much energy, right? And then you have to pay your bills with the insane cost of living in New York City. So then you have to like get a job, and hopefully you can find one that doesn't make you miserable. But then even that, it's like so much of your energy and time is going to that. And it's like, you only have so much left for your art. And then your art is like a lot of times not making you any money. And it's like balancing your finances and your energy and your creativity, and like, then everything else too, your relationships and just like fucking everything.
That's literally like the whole thing. Just like, even if I was getting rejection after rejection, but I was auditioning every single day and like not having to work other jobs to make money, then I would still feel like better. I think it's just like, we're like forced to spend time doing what we don't really love doing in order to make a living. And like, yeah, sure, we don't have to live in New York City. We could have a much easier life somewhere else, but like, I don't really want that. So here we are.
Literally on Saturday though, I was questioning, I was like, why am I in New York City? Which obviously I know why, but like,
it is hard to live here.
What? Yeah, it's like, am I even auditioning that much? Like, yeah, I guess I am, but it doesn't feel like, you know, like the bulk of what I'm doing here. And I want the bulk of what I'm doing to be my art and but it's like, but then you just get into your routine and you go to your jobs and you kind of go on, like we were talking about how we feel like we're going through the motions a lot.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, I have gotten so much better at like not doing that in the past year. Because like last year I had a really hard year with just like a lot of personal stuff and also career stuff. And this year has been a lot better. But I'm having like a moment of like feelings that I was feeling last year coming back.
Yeah. I don't know even like what really to say. It's just like, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Am I ever going to be successful? Am I not as good as I thought I was? Like, and of course, these are just thoughts I'm having. Like, I know thoughts aren't always true. That's what my therapist told me today. Actually, one thing my therapist said. She said that I am the sky and my thoughts are just the leaves in the trees and the clouds passing through. And they don't have to mean anything. So, like, I, for example, was like, I just feel like I haven't, like, booked anything. Like, I'm still doing this job, and I'm just, like, gonna be doing this forever, and, like, I'm never gonna book anything, and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay, well, now you're turning your thoughts into, like, what you think is true, but it's not necessarily. She was like, you can't predict the future, which is scary, and it's hard when I wish we could.
It's hard when you don't know, like you have no idea, you know.
It's really frustrating out here, and a lot of the auditions we go to aren't even casting in the moment either. Like, for example, if you go to an audition for Aladdin on Broadway, like, chances are they're not actually recasting when you go to the audition. Broadway shows are just required to hold auditions like every few months, and it's still a great way and a great opportunity to go and get in front of these people, but sometimes I'm like, is this ever going to work?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be in the rooms for roles they're actually looking for, and how do I do that?
You know, it's something that's been hard for me is, I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast, but I signed with an agency right out of college, and I was with them for 4 years. It was like weird times, you know, because I graduated in 2020, so it was like COVID, and the first year I was signed with them, it was like a 1-year contract, and nothing real was really happening. So then they signed me again for 3 years, and then last summer, not this past summer, but the summer before, they dropped me. And that is something that I kind of saw coming, because in the 4 years I was signed with them, I didn't book any jobs. And agents make their money by, you making money. They get 10% of your, jobs, income, whatever. So, like, I saw it coming. I was like, there's no way, like, my contract's gonna be up. There's no way they're gonna re-sign me. Even though I got, like, very close to things, and this is where I'm getting to with this, is I feel like I don't want to say a step back, but, like, I have been, like, in those rooms. I was in callbacks for my dream roles on Broadway. Like, I was there. Like, I was getting called back by casting multiple times by the same casting agencies for lead roles on Broadway. And it's like, now I can't even get into that situation anymore because I don't have, like, an agent. And so, like, it's weird knowing that, like, you've been there, you deserve to be there, as do you, but, like, you can't, it feels so unattainable when you don't have the right connections, or, like,
it really does feel so unattainable. And it's like, it's not logically, I mean,
it kind of is, though, because it's like the system is messed up. Like, so for those of you who don't know how, like, the theater world works, agencies have all of the connections to casting, and when you're signed under an agent, casting kind of, will go to their agent relationships first and look at all their clients and request auditions from them and stuff. And then your agents will also get you appointments. And these are for, like, so what I've realized from being there and then taking a step back and not being signed and going into auditions is I realized that every time I did an audition when I was signed with an agent, that was the callback. That's the next step that we are having trouble getting to now. Yeah. Because we're going to, like, these initial auditions. They're called EPAs and ECCs. That's like, you go and you bring your own song, not your own song, but, like, you bring a song that you want to sing that fits the show. And then, like, what I didn't realize before was, like, what I was doing with my agents is, like, the next step that I feel like I can no longer get to.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just like, what is happening? When is something gonna change? It's really hard to keep up. Like, I think that, like, by nature, we're pretty positive people. And it's getting really exhausting. Just gonna be real.
I feel way less positive. I know, and then I get on myself because I believe in manifestation and, like, creating your own universe. So I'm like, ugh, I'm not doing a great job at creating my own universe because I'm sitting here being like, well, I don't know if this is ever gonna happen, and, like, this sucks, and do I suck, and I need to keep being like, it's gonna happen. But I really don't feel great about things right now. It just is really, really hard. Especially also, like, I don't know. It just feels impossible. Like, I see auditions other people are getting. And
that have agents.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like we deserve that as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? I don't know. Everything just feels hard right now. But it's that plus, like, grinding at these jobs we don't really, like, I mean, we care enough about, but aren't, like, I don't want to do it forever. I need a change. Like, I want to, I don't know, just, I feel like I've been waiting for something to happen for, like, years, and it just hasn't. And I just feel so stuck. I'm like, I just do the same things every day. Every day is the same. And I want to be doing what I love to do. And it's, I don't know, dude.
I was listening to Mel Robbins' podcast, of course, this morning. And it was kind of about sort of this kind of thing, like making changes in your life and, like, feeling stuck and steps you can take to, like, but, like, it was weird because I was like, I feel like this doesn't apply to me. Because she was like a lot of people sit around and wait and think that like something's just gonna like knock on their door and change their life, but they haven't even like applied to the jobs or like done this or that. But I'm like, what about the people that have been grinding and doing all the things and, you know, and it like still nothing, like what then?
I don't know.
And like the way I get myself out of this is to be like, you have to release control of like what you want, what you think's gonna happen, what you want it to happen, how you want things to happen. Like, but then like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't know, you guys. This is like, you're witnessing a thought spiral as we speak, but it just feels a little scary. And I think like getting older is a part of it too, especially being a woman in this industry. I hate that we like have a timeline put on us. Don't even get me started about like relationships and having kids and all of that too, because I think just that as well, it's like I haven't found my person, and that's scary. Like people are getting married, people are having kids, like that's something that I want in my life at some point. And like just everything that I envision for my life, I feel like I don't see like a path to it right now. Like I haven't met my person, I haven't booked any acting jobs, and like we're gonna talk about the things that are going well too, but like it's just, I have these like dreams and goals and ambitions and things that I want out of my life, and I don't see how I'm going to get to any of them.
Yes,
you know. And something else that I was texting you about the other day is that like I feel like I always like my life had been on an upward trajectory, because that's kind of like how our society is built. Like you go to school and you know, audition for colleges and apply to colleges and you get into the program, and then you work towards your degree, and you know, you're making new friends and relationships. And then we were like, the next thing was to move to New York City, and then I signed with an agent and I moved to New York City, and then I'm auditioning for all my favorite dream roles on Broadway, and then I'm getting callbacks for it, and then oh yay, I got like a job in New York, and oh my god, we got an apartment, and like all these beautiful, wonderful things. But then it's like, I feel like it's not talked about enough how like in your 20s, when you're like after you kind of hit all those milestones of the first time you move to the big city, and you know, it's like, well, I've never had this sort of stagnance in my life. Stagnance. It's the kind of the longest period of the same thing that I've had for that I've probably ever had. Without any what's next in sight. Whereas our society is really built that way until you get to be an adult, and it's like, well, now what?
Yeah, literally, now what? I feel like in school, like every single semester, there's always goals being set. You're always kind of working towards something, and just all of the shows happening. Like we're always auditioning. I don't know, but it's different at school. Maybe it's because things are more attainable when you're at school. I mean, I don't know. Like there's a better chance of getting cast in a show.
But even if you don't get cast, it's like there are other things. Like you're working towards one big goal, and that's getting your degree and graduating and moving to New York and then auditioning. Like there's always a goal, and I think in our society we're literally trained to be like looking for the next step. So that when you get out in the real world, it's like you feel like you need to keep climbing some ladder. And that's not always like the case, or like what should be happening, what happens for everyone. Like everyone has moments of, I don't know, stagnance, I guess. But it's really hard.
It is really hard.
Knowing what's next, knowing that you have to like make a change if you want to make a change, but not knowing like what that change needs to be.
It's like how, like what change do you even make? Like what? I don't know. I just feel so stuck.
I know.
I was telling my therapist today, I was like, I really want to book a tour. And I was anti-cruise for a while. So like a lot of performers, especially right after college, go on and take cruise jobs where you perform in a show on a cruise, and it's a nice job. And you and I both wanted to do it like our senior year of college.
Yeah.
But then COVID happened. Also, you have to book them, so easier said than done. You have to audition.
I was definitely about to book Norwegian, and then COVID happened. Yeah, it's something I definitely wanted to do right out of college. It's the perfect post-college thing. You get to travel the world, make a lot of money on cruises, and you don't have any bills to pay. Mm-hmm. And then just sing songs. I don't think I'd want to do that anymore, but I can see the appeal, I guess.
I was so against it for years until recently, partially probably because I have somebody in my life now who loves cruises, not who has performed on a lot of cruises and has talked about how it's been such a great job. But I'm do I want to just fuck off and go and make money? I mean, I would like to be on a Broadway tour. That would be pretty nice. Also easier said than done. But I'm not right now. I'm kind of pro cruise. I'm going and traveling for 9 months and not having to pay bills and just saving a lot of money. That would also just be very nice to start over and then come back with a savings again. I'm tired of paying for things, It's just paying rent is exhausting.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be so hard. I just sometimes want to escape and start over.
I don't know. It's so weird. I feel so conflicted because I do love my life in New York City. I love our apartment and I like my jobs and I like living here. I don't think if I went on a cruise, it wouldn't be for the want to perform.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to perform in that sense. Bad enough to be yes, cruise, just so I can get my performing fix. I feel for me, I don't know. I just don't think I would want to do that. I definitely would want to do a tour because that's the kind of theater I want to do. Mm-hmm. But even I went through a phase where I was I don't think I want to do a tour, but and I definitely would, but ideally, I mean, I live my life in New York. I don't really want to up and do that. Live out of a suitcase.
Depends on the tour.
Depends on the tour, for sure. Depends on the show and the role and blah, blah, blah. But that's why I feel so conflicted because I do love living here, but I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying.
I love New York, but I feel I'm not living the life I want to be living in New York right now.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I do love our apartment. I love living together.
I think that we used to have a lot more fun. We used to do a lot more.
Yeah, that's also true.
But you get older and you get tired. I don't even like going out anymore. I'm going through a phase of
I don't either.
Where I don't like going out. And I've tried, in the past year, every time I've gone out, I'm thinking about going home and getting in my bed and not being hungover the next day. And I think I'm just, getting over this hump of transitioning into my late 20s. And it's weird going from one thing to another. Mm-hmm. And nothing is, I'm not going to put myself in a box. Maybe I'll have another party phase again. Who knows?
Maybe.
But I just currently don't even like doing that. And planning things with people just seems hard, and just everything feels it's too much energy to be exerted. I don't know. I feel
you're just trying to make a living.
I feel my energy is very sensitive these days and very drained very quickly because I also work so much. This is another realization I've had. I have 2 part-time jobs and I work a lot. I work Monday through Friday, and I work every other weekend. So on the weekends that I don't have off, I am working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How many, that's almost 2 weeks straight of work without a day off. And, my schedule is a little not your typical schedule. So there are mornings sometimes that I have a little more free time here and there, which makes it manageable. But it's I'm working so much already. It's why don't I just have a full-time job? what is this artist life? Like, is this what I want anymore? What are my values? Like, what do I want? What makes me happy? Am I happy? I don't know. I don't know anything about anything.
I don't feel
about
happy.
anything. Yeah, I don't think I do at my core either. Like,
which sucks.
I know. Because there's a lot to be happy about and a lot to be grateful for. And it's not, I don't think it's a matter of, it's just something deeper, you know? It's like a unfulfilled feeling. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know what the solution is. But like, it's crazy that we're both kind of feeling it so intensely.
Yeah.
Right now.
I cried myself to sleep last night, and I cried twice this morning. Mm. Which, like, is good. You've because crying is good.
Had the flu, which makes everything so much worse.
It does, especially because I was doom scrolling for like 4 days in a row. Which
that will do it.
I could have not done that. However, I will say there was one day where I was like, let me be productive. Let me do Duolingo on my phone. And I couldn't do it. I also, for 2 days, literally did not have the energy to come out here and watch TV. Like, I had a couple of days where I was like, the only thing I can do is scroll on TikTok.
And that makes you feel so bad. Like, I think that's what, like, triggered... Because we did an episode on social media last week. Because that's what we were really feeling. And that's what really, like, triggered me into this kind of spiral, I feel like, is just, like, putting more attention on social media. And... like, I have to force myself to, like, not look at it too much because it just ruins me, honestly. Like, that sounds so dramatic, but, like, it does not do me any favors.
I think I'm gonna delete my personal social media, at least for next week, while I'm going on a trip, so
maybe you'll feel
that'll be good
after your trip.
I hope so. I texted the person I'm going on the trip with today, and I said, I have a request. And he said, anything. And then I said, while in Mexico, I don't want to have any talk about life being stressful or life sucking, or like, I just want to have a week where I enjoy my time, because I've been feeling like shit the past few months, and I would like to just go and have an actual vacation and have fun, because like, I'm going, and I already feel guilty, which I hate that I do this, but like, I'm like, I feel guilty that I'm going when I should be working. And to be fair, I should be working, and I'm applying to more jobs right now because I've just realized my current situation is very inconsistent. Like, I also have 2 part-time jobs, but they both rely on other people scheduling me at certain times. So, like, for example, my tour guiding job, I was on a few tours that I unfortunately couldn't do because I had the flu, but I don't have any this week until Saturday. So I picked up 2 babysitting jobs, so I'll be babysitting all day Thursday and Friday. But, like, I shouldn't have to pick up a random babysitting job. I want to just make my money doing my tours and my personal assisting. But I've realized in the past couple of months, you know, I told Pete, I was like, I'm going to try it and see what happens. And if I really don't want to get another job, and I want to just try to have these 2 things, but if I need to, I will. It's not working. Yeah. So I'm applying to other nannying jobs. If anybody has any job recommendations, let me know. Just because I need to be able to afford my bills.
That's a huge thing. Like, I've been in much worse job and financial situations than I am in now. And that is one thing I'm very grateful for right now. Is that's what's, like, I think that, like, I had so much anxiety when I was, like, kind of not doing well financially, and like had jobs that were super unstable and unreliable, and like I wasn't making enough. Like, that, it would like keep me up at night. I would have nightmares. It's like not anything to take lightly.
Me right now, yeah,
it's not good. It's not you. I think that it's you dealing with all that stuff plus that, it's just not. It's, you need to find something like just that's gonna support you We need consistency as humans, and like as much as this like starving artist life tells you that like you can't always have that, it's not true. Like you can have consistency and flexibility. Like it's just a matter of finding it, and like we all deserve that. Like we all deserve to know like how much we're making each week for the most part, and that's guaranteed, and that we will be able to pay our bills with that.
Well, it's hard because with the tour guiding, I rely a lot on tips as well.
Yeah.
And there are some days when I make bank, and then there are days like the other day where I made $10 in tips. Wah, wah, wah. Granted, I do also get like I get paid a certain amount for every tour, so I have that. Like the other day, I did a tour. I wasn't contagious with the flu anymore at that point, but I still felt like shit. But I was like, I really, really need money right now, so I'm gonna go and do this tour. And I don't even know if it was worth it, like, because I got $10 in tips, which is also just so, sometimes that feels like a big fuck you. Like, I know people don't mean it, and you know, some people can't tip as well as others and whatnot, but like, when someone hands me like a $1 bill or like something like that crazy,
it's like just keep it at that point.
It's like my god, like I just walked around and taught you about this neighborhood and fed you food for 3 hours, and that's what, and oh my god, it's just kind of like, really, like I'm trying to pay my bills, and also I just got over the flu and I feel like shit.
And you basically force yourself to like work that day.
I forced myself.
A physically and energetically demanding like thing, and getting like, oh god,
I was like, of course I made $10. This would happen the day where I was considering getting it covered too. I was like, I might need to last minute have somebody do this. I don't know if I can do my tour. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I did it, and then I made barely any tips, and I was like, and then I felt like shit the rest of the day because I walked around in the cold for 3 hours getting over the flu. Not very smart, but yeah. Anyways, point being, I definitely need another job because I'm having so much financial stress right now that it's like not good.
That will like, it's kind of feels like to me a foundational thing. If you don't have that, like, I just feel like nothing else can really thrive because it's a huge fucking stress to not have money. Like,
you know, I saw this TikTok actually too of this girl being like, if you ever have any friends who are like, she was like, a lot of my friends thought that I was a bad friend for years because
I saw that.
Yeah, she was like, they'd ask me to hang out and I'd be like, I'm sorry, I can't. But like, it was actually just because I was so poor and I would constantly have like negative $25 in my bank account. And like, my friends thought that I was a bad friend, but it was really just like, I could not afford to hang out with them and I felt embarrassed about it. And, well, so one, she was like, find ways to do free things with your friends.
Also, bring back just hanging out in your apartment.
Bring back just hanging out, like, please. Which luckily I feel like at least with most of my friends, I feel like I can say that and be honest about it. But also, she was like, one other thing that stood out, she was like, also just know, like, it's not your fault. It's the system's fault. Like, people should not be, like, struggling this much. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, why is the cost of living this high?
I literally got a $200 check in the mail from the government 2 days ago because of the rising cost of living in New York. It was sent out to everyone living here who like has a New York ID, making under $75,000 a year. 75 is a good amount of money to be making.
Yeah.
Like, so everyone who makes that or under got $200, if that is any testament to like what's going on in the, like, them just sending us money because
it's way too expensive.
Yeah.
Life is just hard. Life feels extra hard right now.
It does, and then it's also like getting dark at 4:50 now. Getting darker a minute earlier every day is what happens. So pretty soon it'll be 4:30.
Is that actually what happens?
Mm-hmm. The sun sets a minute earlier every day.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just getting into that like seasonal depression time too, and I'm like,
Boo.
all right, how are we keeping ourselves afloat?
I don't know. Wait, I never told you this, but the other day on my tour, the tour that I made $10 on, one of the ladies on my tour, I was like, where are you visiting from? And she was like, well, I was born in San Francisco, but I'm kind of visiting from everywhere. I don't have a home. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like this older lady. She lives in Mexico during the summers, Northwest America, like United States, like Washington, Oregon, that area during fall, I think. And she lives in Europe in the winter or something. I don't know. She like moves all around. And I was like, that's crazy. And I would love a life like that, I think.
She's exercising her free will.
She's exercising her free will.
I don't know if I would like that, honestly, because I'm a homebody girl.
That's valid.
I don't think I want to be moving up and around all the time. But that's definitely cool.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like going between two places would be nice, though. Like having two homes or something.
I just need nature in my life.
I agree. Yeah. So, all that being said, we thought it was important to end this episode on a positive note. Like I mentioned earlier, even when things do feel stagnant, it's important to look back and like realize what's changed, because things are always changing, even in small ways, you know, just to like remember that like things are always evolving. Like your life isn't going to be like this forever. Even, you know, we're going through a period of like small changes, and I think we're both waiting for like a big change, not knowing what that is or needs to be. But right now we're focusing on the small. And so I thought it'd be a good idea for us to each come up with 3 things that are different currently than they were a year ago for us. And positive things. Yeah.
You go first.
Okay.
Should we do like 1 and 1?
Yeah, let's go like back and forth. I talked about this a little bit, but like this is weird, but like my financial situation kind of turned around, but not because I was making any more money than I was a year ago. Like, I don't know what the frick happened, but I just like started actually saving my money and then like just managing it a lot better. I came up with a plan to get myself out of credit card debt, and I've been doing that. Not missed a week of like paying towards it, and it's, you know, gonna be paid off soon. And
Slay.
yeah, and I just haven't felt like I've struggled financially in the past year. That's been a big win for me. I know that you're not, but it can change.
You know, I know.
I am proof.
And I'm proud of you. I like wrote some down. What did I write? One thing that has changed for me, kind of, are my stomach issues. I've struggled with stomach problems my whole life. My stomach always hurts. I'm always nauseous, blah, blah, blah. So earlier this year, I finally went to a GI doctor and learned that I probably have some food intolerances. I think I'm intolerant to onions and garlic, which is so sad. However, I will say this is something I just kind of let my stomach have its issues my whole life without really thinking about it. And then this year I was like, I'm changing this. So I have been eating a lot better this year for my stomach. I'm not perfect at it, but I guess my stomach has been better-ish. Or at least like I've been working on it. So focusing on my gut health.
Yay. Gut health. I shed a person in my life. Just something that I knew that when it ended was going to be really hard for me. And it happened. Not in the way I expected. But yeah, I think energetically, like, that needed to happen too. Like, it was something, like, have you ever just been, like, kind of attached to someone?
Yep.
We all know situationships. Well, I was kind of in one for 2 years. And it was not at its highest intensity for the whole 2 years. Like, kind of went in and out. But it was just, like, one of those things where we just couldn't really say bye to each other. We tried, and then we just couldn't until something happened that was the only choice. And it was really hard, and I'm still navigating it a little bit, but it was something that needed to happen, and I think for the best, for sure. Like, you're not gonna find your person if you're like attached to someone that you know is not your person, but maybe you like wish that they would give you more. Yeah. So I think just for all reasons of my being and my the growth that I needed to do as like a human and spiritually to like level up, I just needed to like say bye, and that happened. This person was in my life a year ago, and now they are not.
Well, I'm actually going to copy you. I didn't even like think about that, but I have 2 people in my life who I have shed, both men that I was involved with. One is Frank Moot, who, if you guys have been listening to the pod, the past few episodes, that's the nickname of just this situationship that was in my life. So I shed
situationships.
Yep.
I hate them. I can't do it. I can't do it again.
So I shed Frank Moot, and I also shed someone I was seeing on and off for like 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which
about that.
Yeah. So that's a huge thing that's happened that I totally didn't even think about. And I will say that shedding these 2 people has allowed for other really awesome people to come into my life.
I think that's so real. Like shedding those, like cutting those ties with the people that just you're tied to. Ugh, my person's coming soon.
They are. And
I'm waiting for you.
You know, I didn't even do it. I'm really glad this person that I'm being so secretive about, but I don't want to say his name on the podcast, but he came into my life also like after I had already let them go. It wasn't like I met him and then I was like, well, now I need to tell these other guys bye. I have a new one. I was very intentional this year. I was like, I'm saying bye to this one guy, and then Frank Moot sent me a text, and I was like, never again. Bye, both of you. Like, I'm actually done, and something just flipped within me, and I was just like genuinely done. And then this person came into my life, and he's amazing.
Yep.
So that's kind of crazy. I
love that for you.
I know. Well,
no, I cut it.
Yeah.
So now I'm open and I'm ready and waiting.
It's like so hard to cut those things off though. Sometimes it takes a long time. And I know yours was cut off like
abruptly
and like not
in a really horrible way.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's what I think that it had to be horrible in order for me to truly be like, bye.
Well, yeah,
because yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say because you guys tried to say goodbye like multiple times, and every single time he would take you back in.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like, in all honesty, I think, it had to be something where I was very extremely hurt.
Unfortunately.
For me to be like, yeah, this is just done. Like, never, like, you know, I mean,
like he really hurt you.
But like, we tried to say goodbye cordially, and like we had a really like sweet ending at one point, and then like the next week we were like, hey, and I just had such a soft spot for this person, still do, like always will.
Not me, I don't.
I know you don't, but like, yeah, after even like being who knows if I'm gonna keep this in, after being very, very heartbroken by this person, the way I know that like I don't know, I still like have care and like worry for this person and like hope they're okay and like wish them well, and like it's just one of those people that annoyingly like it had to be bad or else I wouldn't have been able to like let it go, you know?
Yep.
So that
Okay, so yep, that's another thing.
which was huge for me.
Yeah,
So,
he is bye-bye. And what's...
so okay, I guess you said yours. My third thing, I haven't really thought about my third thing.
Look at mine.
I got my like creative spark back. I started writing, and like this year I went through like a big period of writer's block, and also just not having the will or like energy or want to like write, even though it's like my favorite thing to do. Now I feel very creatively fulfilled, and I'm working on a new musical project that I think is the best stuff I've ever done.
It's really good.
And I'm really excited to, I don't know, keep working on it, and then also like release it and come up with like the world of it too. Because right now I'm still in the phase of like finishing the mixes and the production and finishing the songs, and then I'm brainstorming about like the world of it, like what's the cover art gonna be, like am I gonna do a music video, which I kind of want to do a music video for,
oh my god,
you know what song,
the one that I love,
and I was imagining concepts for it. So like I'm excited for like the creative process that I don't get to like touch on as much, which is like creating a world for like a musical project, because like I don't always, you got to have a musical project to create the world for it.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a project to work on in a while, so like I'm excited
That's so exciting.
Do that. And then I also just feel like I've improved so much in my writing and my production, and like this stuff is different than the stuff I've done in the past. Not saying it's like better or worse, but like I think I'm getting better as a writer, and like that's been very great, and something that's different from like a year ago. This song did not exist. These songs that were
That's
only
true.
written in this, not even that long ago. I wrote them in May, and so
Well, yay.
yeah.
And they're really good.
What's your third thing?
My third thing is that I have now solo traveled. So I guess I don't know if that counts. I mean, like I feel like it's not something that, I'm not experiencing it today right now, but solo traveling was always on my bucket list, and I did that this year. I went to Costa Rica for a week completely by myself, planned the whole thing by myself, was there by myself, and I don't know, I can just cross that off my bucket list now, and now I feel like I could easily do it again. It was a wonderful experience, so I guess there's that. I solo traveled. I went to another country all on my lonesome.
Yeah.
And I loved
crazy.
it. It was a sleigh.
An honorable mention. This podcast.
Yes.
Was not a thing a year ago.
It was not.
And I've really loved like every aspect of creating this. I loved coming up with the concept, brainstorming the titles, the vibe for like our photo shoot, and I loved making the theme song. Oh my gosh, that like flowed out of me. Like I've just loved everything about it. Like I love coming up with the episode topics. I love the act of filming. I love coming up with the drink every week.
It's really fun.
I love editing it. Like I honestly really do enjoy editing. Like that gives me a purpose throughout the week too. Like, oh my god, something that can ground me into like my own stuff for myself, my own creativity, my world that I'm creating, my life, while I'm like taking care of someone else's kids and working for someone else's business. You know what I mean? Which I love those jobs, but sometimes it's like I just want to feel rooted in myself and my life. And it's something like each week that kind of is like an anchor in a way, which is really nice creatively. And
I love our pod.
Yeah. What's the take home?
I guess the take home is, even when you feel stagnant and stuck in life, things are still changing, even if they're little things.
Yeah.
Like if you look back at like a year ago, you'll be able to think of things that have changed for the better, hopefully.
And it's kind of interesting because I feel like it's weird that I'm feeling this way, because this year does feel different. Like it feels like a shedding of all of these people, habits, perspectives, mindsets, like things feel like they're falling off of me, like rolling off my shoulders. But I'm like, what's the result of that? You know, like I'm waiting for like the result of that.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like I've been working so hard towards just like leveling up my life and like getting rid of things that don't serve me. Where's my reward? I'm just kidding. I don't like thinking like that. Because like, obviously I'm grateful for everything I have, but yeah.
Same, but a reward could be pretty nice too.
I just want like a big win.
We'll have wins. We'll have big wins.
We'll have big wins. Feels like we won't, but we will.
I know. It really does feel like we won't. But we will. We will.
But anyway, I'm continuing to try to find the joy in the little things. That's all you can control sometimes. And like taking care of my brain. Like, it's hard enough to already have these feelings. We don't need to be fueling them with like doom scrolling and
so bad for you.
So I'm still trying to like meditate in the morning, and I haven't journaled in a while actually, but like been exercising and nourishing myself with good food and making sure I'm fed and doing things that bring me joy and just trying to do all that stuff as always.
And we keep going.
We keep going. And if you're going through a quarter life crisis, it's okay.
We love ya.
We love ya.
And it's not going to last forever.
It doesn't. And that's like part of it, I guess. Like, it feels like it will, but it won't. And it's just something you kind of just gotta, I want to say accept, but also if you feel like you need to make a change, maybe you need to make a change, you know? Accept the things that you cannot change what you cannot accept.
And yep, I like that.
Well, that was the sode, guys. We did not have a plan for this one.
Nope.
It's probably the most loosely planned sode, but we knew that we wanted to talk about this because it's been so heavy on our minds. It felt like it would be neglectful to not.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's how we've been feeling recently, and we wanted to share with you all. And make sure you follow us.
Yes.
On at Take It Home Pod.
Follow us at Take It Home Pod. TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Subscribe so we show up in your feed every Thursday. We come out with a new episode. And then give us, if you want to rate the podcast, that would help. 5 stars.
5
nothing
stars
less.
only.
And yeah.
We love you guys.